Hey gang, Spada here, and today we are taking a look at the Visser 3 triple changer from the Animorphs Transformers line. Now, what you see in front of you is the Hork-Bajir creature. I'm not sure, but I think I just spit something up. I don't know what to make of this. It's apparently a four-legged creature with a big maw and a flappy paddle gearbox here on its shoulders, and so this is definitely interesting, I think would be the word. It's next to impossible to pose, simply because there are joints everywhere, and everything just feels out of proportion. And the rear legs have a tendency to just slide and in on themselves. No idea why. So this thing does actually transform into an Andalite form. Bear with me, because all three forms look very, very similar. There is not much difference between the three forms. So for the Andalite form, what we're going to do is take these sections here and actually somehow fold them forward like that. Like that. And that goes out. That's supposed to bend. So now that we have this flying creature thingy, I'm actually going to rotate those sections that I rotated forward. I'm going to rotate them back to where they were, because I actually have the directions in front of me, and they are completely indecipherable. So I'm just going off of good old-fashioned experience and general feel for this thing. Alright, so that is getting us a four-legged mode. Now I know Visser 3 has a forked or a tri-forked tail like that. Alright, so oh yeah, I forgot to mention those claws, they actually are missile launchers. So yeah, be very careful if you're transforming this, because you will put somebody's eye out, or at least scare the dog. Alright, so next we're going to take the area underneath his head, fold that out, then fold this whole section up, like that, fold the head up. There we have these poor excuse for hands, and this doesn't lock into place anywhere. Oh, yep, there's a peg inside the mouth. So peg that in, and then, well, you're just supposed to leave it like this. And that is supposed to be its Andalite form. And I want to say that you're supposed to spin this up like that, because, there we go. That wasn't so much of a transformation as it was just a, okay, I've decided to go on all fours now, as opposed to some kind of pseudo-dragony thing. It's ugly. I mean, I'm normally a fan of yellow, red, and black, but there's nothing, I mean, other than the fact that you now have the Hork-Bajir's head sticking right here, there's nothing really identifying this as being different from the other form. Now we'll move on to the final form, which is the Inferno Beast. Now, my previous review of Visser 3, he only had his Andalite form into the Inferno Beast, which worked. That was a good figure. This is going to be, well, it's going to be interesting. That's for darn sure. So we'll start out by just putting the arms straight forward like that, and then taking the sides and getting them so that they are pointing and covering up the andalite body, and just kind of gotta fool with it. And there's really nowhere to peg them in. Oh, and you are supposed to unpeg that from under there. Alright. So next, we're going to take the tail and turn it back around and tuck it down like that. Come back here and open up this section and fold out the Inferno Beast head. If I can actually get the thing to unpeg. There we go. And then close that up. And it looks like it's going to start eating itself. And then we are going to turn the figure up like this. And this spins. Go like that. And I realize this looks really, really wrong right now. Just bear with me. Alright. Ratchet those hands out like that. And then we fan this whole section out like that. We take the arms and we point them straight down, and then we turn the hands around like that. And then this whole thing is supposed to slide up behind his body like that. Move these up here for the directions. I'm assuming that that's supposed to just loosely close around its head, around that giant chickeny head. You know what? I'm just going to do this the way I want to, just to get it out of the way. Alright, there we go. And here we have the Inferno creature. And I think they call it the Inferno creature because it's... you want to set something on fire after trying to transform this thing. Alright, there we go. Well, that does look a little different. Notice I didn't say it looks better. Now, as you can see, the figure is entirely, crazily posable. But those poses are kind of at the mercy of the transformation, and I don't think I really need to go into much detail on the problems with this figure. But I will say, one, it's ugly. None of the forms are good looking. The Inferno creature is by far the better form because it is the least ugly. But, I mean, look at that. Just look at that from the side. From the front, it's okay. It's not bad from the front, but if you look at it from the side or the back, it's scary in the ways that it shouldn't be. Overall, it's not awful. It's not an atrocity against humanity, but it's not good at all. And this is probably this was one of the last Animorph Transformers released. And I got him on sale. I remember picking this thing up on sale. I think I got him for like $10, and originally he was $30, I want to say. But if you find this thing for $5, it might be worth $5, maybe. I think it would be great if you could kit bash it into something better. Like I said, it's not horrible, but it's by no means good, and you know what? It really doesn't need to belong in anyone's collection.